Oh, look at these. So for those of you who know him, this is my father, Simon Casey. Not to be outdone by his son. What are you getting up to at the moment? What is behind you right now?
What is behind me is a whole pile of solar panels, 648 I think to be precise. Putting in a 315 kilowatt array in this paddock over here.
So double the size of my array.
Absolutely.
Why did you do that?
Because I always can't have you one up me.
Look at these.
Does that look beautiful or what?
That is awesome. So just in there, oh yeah, look at that. You've got the lovely black panels as well. It's very similar to the ones I've got.
Bifacial. It allows light that's gone through to be reflected back, and it increases the efficiency of the panel.
Right.
So if you've got something white or bright underneath to help reflect the light back, it will increase the efficiency. We've got a 3 hectare section, and any lifestyle block owner will know that you don't get much money back on your land. The only thing you really can do is either grazing or baleage, and that's what, about $2,000 or $3,000 a year. But I'm estimating that with just a third of my property put into solar panels, will bring in roughly around about $70,000 a year.
Wow, so that's you're doing like how many hectares in total of solar?
We've got 3 hectares. This sort of paddock here is about 0.7 of a hectare.
Yep.
And that's going to be full of panels, and it will create, as I say, 315 kilowatts on a bright sunny day. And it will be export only. I'm not using it for my home to provide me with a passive income. I'm expecting around about $70,000 a year for a $350,000 outlay. And actually that's better than a 25% return on investment. So there's still some cost that may still come in, but look, even if it was half that, it would be a very successful investment. But the other thing too, and this is something that appeals to the philosophy in me, is that we are consumers of power. We're also now participating in generating power, not just for ourselves, but for others. The distributed generation model, I think, is a fantastic way to go. It's an excellent model. We've got to move away from centralised power only, allow people of New Zealand to contribute to the energy crisis.
It really tickles the libertarian in you, doesn't it?
It just provides a form of, should I say, power back to the consumer that they can participate. It just really excites me. I think it's great.
You know, it doesn't really matter your politics. Everyone can get into this sort of stuff. They can start generating. What's ultimately do we need the rest of New Zealand to start doing in order to, you know, basically maximise the efforts that you're putting in, all the investment that you're making in New Zealand's electricity system?
Look, I would say to anybody, if you can, go solar. Right, then you are contributing to your own solution. You're becoming somewhat independent with power. You're assisting others in terms of being able to provide far more power into the grid. The whole, as I say, the distributed model allows participation, and it's not a them and us anymore. It's more of a case of you can be independent of the centralised power companies. We'll always need the grid. The grid is there as a backup. Not only does it cheapen the cost of your own power, provides you resilience as well. We've had 12 grid outages since we put our home solar on, and we've had no interruption in our power. And we need that because our water runs on power, our cabin runs on power, the septic system runs on power. We had a 12-hour outage in a recent storm, with a grid outage. We were fine.
Yep.
And it just gives you that peace of mind. And peace of mind sometimes has a benefit that you can't just put down to dollars and cents.
Every electric machine that someone buys is then using New Zealand-made energy, right?
Absolutely it is. And that's where probably my next phase will be. I've gone to an electric vehicle, but I can certainly now change my mower, change my other machinery over from fossil fuel to electric. And I'm not in a rush to do that, but I will certainly do that as I now have fairly much free energy.